I'm gonna show you a little problem I had here that I coming down the steps, and you can see, oh, there's a step missing. And what happened was it was getting a little bit loose over here. The way they did this back in the 1800s was not quite the right way, but all they did was nailed in 3 nails inside on each side. Well, the board here was getting pretty bad, a little bit loose. I was going to put a board underneath it to support it. Well, when I stepped down on it, it fell down, and fortunately, I had a cabinet down here with some canning jars on it, and they fell down and stopped there. That kept me from falling all the way through, because that would have been pretty bad. So what I'm going to do, I know I comments not the right way to do it, but the right way is to put the real step runners in the right way. But I'm going to take a board, put underneath here, and support it. And then I have another one here that's looking pretty bad, and it's got a little bit of a movement in here as you move it. But I'm going to take and put a little board underneath each one of those. I'm going to use some construction adhesive. I'll clean this off a little bit and put a board underneath there, give it a little bit more support rather than just depending on those 3 nails. So I'll show you where I'm at as I get going. What I had done is I went to Home Depot and picked up the only thing they had was a 2x8. I had the guy cut me off 34 inches of it. That way didn't have to take the truck in, because the truck would have cost as much as the board just to get it here. So I've got 31.5 inches, so I can cut to 34, so I have a little bit of room, because when they cut them, they cut really quick, so it's not the cleanest cut. So I'll use my miter saw and cut it and then trim it to fit, and then I will put the boards underneath there, support it up, and go. So I'll stop this and come back when I get the next step done. Well, as you can see, one of the problems I'm going to have to deal with is I can't screw in the outside because of this old chimney, which doesn't have any purpose right now, but I just don't want to tear it down to put that in. So I'm going to have to pre-drill the holes going down through the end of the board when I get that far, just to have something on there until I get that chimney down. Then I can run some screws into the end. But Kat decided she didn't want to come down all the way because there's no step there. So she's stuck there. So maybe the cats will stay upstairs for a while. Now let me catch you up where we're at. I have 2 of these I got cut. And what I'll do is I'm going to put some PL 400 or some construction adhesive on. I'll put it there, and I got some construction screws. I'll lag that into there. They're short enough they won't go through both pieces, and then I put one on the other side. And then what I'll do is I have a level. I'll make sure that it's level across the 2 of those, so that the step's not leaning. And then I'll go in and I'll cut some more of these, and I'll put them up underneath these other steps, because if you look at this one here, it's probably not too far behind. It's not real loose like the other one was, but I'll come back when I get those fastened on. So you can see I have that support on over there, that support on over there. And what I've done is I've cut the board down here to 1 inch over what I needed, just because when you look at the cut I made from the saw, you can see how it's nice and smooth. And the one cut from the factory edge is, you can see it's real rough in there. So what I'll do is I'll cut 1 inch off that side to get it down to the right size, and then I'll have some nice smooth edges on them. The way I cut them is I scribed a little line in here with the blade here, and then what it is, after I marked the line, as I went back at an angle and cut a little bit of this out, it makes it a lot easier. You can see the line a lot better when you're cutting, and it makes it easier to follow. Well, here it is, the step installed. I pre-drilled the holes and then put some screws in to hold it down there. So that should hold. It's probably going to be stronger than what originally was there, but the original ones lasted quite a while. This house was originally built in 1874. So it's been a while, so these should last for a while now.